So in the past, I've tried to do videos on RWBY, the show made by Rooster Teeth, usually through reaction. And in the past, every time I tried to upload a video, the video would be copyright claimed. And honestly, when it comes to a small channel like mine, it's a very concerning issue, especially when you're giving commentary and, everything is, well, under fair use. So instead of doing a reaction video like I've wanted to do, I'm going to go ahead and do a analysis video or a sort of review video to kind of give you guys an idea or like my thoughts on the episodes of RWBY, while at the same time avoiding any sort of copyright issues with Rooster Teeth or any other company that would probably be involved. I should probably point out too that with these videos there will probably be spoilers, so just in case you've been warned. So let's go ahead and start us off with RWBY Volume 1, Chapter 1, and I gotta say the way they introduced the world was very interesting to me. And it really helps that we got really excellent vocal work from Jane Taylor, who voices Cortana for the Halo series, to add on to this narrative about what the world is, who's involved, etc. And just right after the narrative or story narrative, we are immediately brought into this whole gem heist or dust heist by one of our villains, and then immediately introduced to RWBY, who honestly I think was probably the best way to introduce her, where she's practically minding her own business and springs into action when somebody's in trouble, which I thought was kind of fun to watch. I will say though that some of the voice acting, especially for the goons, was kind of hilarious. It was somewhat half-assed, but at the same time it kind of added on to it, because it just, I'm gonna say there's a couple points where a dude's getting hit and it sounds like he's like disinterested. He's like, oh, as he's getting hit, trying to make it sound like it's dramatic, but it's not. And as we continue further, we follow our top hat guy, and what ends up happening is he escapes, and RWBY also meets another huntress who is a teacher for a school that she wants to go to, Beacon, as well as meets the headmaster, Ozpin, who go over kind of asking her questions about how she was, performing so well with a scythe, which apparently is a very difficult weapon for people to handle, I guess, in this world. And at the end of the video, we have RWBY meeting up with her sister Yang on an airship going to their new school, which is Beacon. And by that, that's the end of the episode. Now, if I can give any final thoughts, I really liked the beginning narration about the history of this particular world that's been set up in RWBY, as well as to introduce the character RWBY. They just went straight to the action and showed how well she was handling or taking care of bad guys or villains or whatever. It was really entertaining, and like I said, some of the half-ass acting or voice acting really sold it for me for some of the characters, because it was just hilarious. So overall, good episode.